What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another awesome video today. We are playing The Lord of the Rings Rise to War. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a fantastic duel between a R1 Sauron and an R8 Kirun, okay? This is the battle of the evil commander tier 3 free-to-play Sauron versus Spender Kirun. Here we go. We are rocking a brand new build on Kirun that we'll get to in just a minute. But first, let's start with the Sauron build. Get excited. So, in today's Sauron build, we are running a mixture of orc units with some dwarven ram riders. The main goal, of course, is to get maximum damage out of my reapers and deal half-decent damage with the cavalry. And, of course, Sauron himself is going to be putting out some good damage. Overall, since I am R0, respect level 1, I am sticking to the R0 trees for the Deceiver. And then I have 28 out of 29 points into Lord of Gifts, okay? So at max level 45, R1, I will have Black Arts 7 out of 7, so 29 out of 29 into the Lord of the Gifts tree. And then I'll have another 4 points into the Enfeeble bonus damage when afflicted by madness, okay? For the gear on Sauron, we're running Carver, which is pretty standard. We are running the Goblin Armored Chest Piece, which is good defense for my orcs as well as some focus. Okay, we are running Trapper's Hood, which is going to apply madness and give me some bonus focus and speed. And then we're running the Shield of the White Hand, which is some bonus focus, okay? And nice defense for my orcs. So my orksies should have a nice plus 12 defense here, as you can see. Will help them survive and avoid dying instantly. So the main goal, like I said, is to come in here, shock and awe, maybe put out 80k to 100k Sauron damage, maybe 150k troop damage, and get the win over Kirun. Kirun has enormous damage mitigation. Let's jump to Kirun. Kirun has enormous damage mitigation capabilities with this new build that I'm running. I'm running a mixture of evil men per usual, okay? But the build that I'm running is a unique build that Cleed, I think, has been testing out. Shout out to Cleed with the Forge. Cleed's been testing out early on in the season, and now I'm putting into play late game in the season here. So the gear build's pretty standard, right? Just the Cutlass is very, very strong. We have Great Plate of the East. This isn't leveled up too high, but at 4-star 1 refinement, it's pretty strong with 5 HP. Okay, then we have the Cask of Pride, which is going to reduce the enemy's melee damage output by 15% for the first 3 rounds. And then we have the Worn Out Smoking Pipe for some healing. Now, the skill build is really where it gets interesting, okay, because I'm not using the Commander Heal build. I am staying out of Lord of the Sands entirely, which gives me 29 points to put over into the other R0 tree for the Easterling. The Easterling is going to reduce the enemy's base attack by 20%. It's going to have a 50% chance to reduce the physical damage I receive by 30%. And it's going to reduce all of the damage that I receive all the time by an additional 14%. So that tree by itself is enormous defensive capabilities. Then we have a few points over here for Golden Visage and Sandstorm, just to gain the ability to trigger a 50% chance to basically proc Madness on 2 units on a 2-round cooldown. We have some extra points in Phalanx. As I increase my respect level, I'll be trying to max out Phalanx. And then the R5 tree is also 29 out of 29, okay? So, if you are not R8, let's just say you're respect level 5, you're going to have 3 less points to spend. You're going to take 1 point out of Phalanx. You're going to leave the 2 points in Golden Visage, leave the point in Sandstorm. You want that crowd control. So you're going to take 1 point out of Phalanx, and you're going to take 2 points out of Evil Alliance, okay? But everything else is going to stay the same at respect level 5, all right? So that's the build. The goal is get some good damage, reduce some damage, and see what's cooking in the kitchen. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to attack with Sauron. Let's attack with Sauron. Sauron's coming in hot and heavy. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Landon's in transition for another 18 seconds. We're going to wait 18 seconds, then we're going to attack. This is exciting. So the whole goal here, right, like I said, is to be able to put out a lot of damage with the Reapers. And then Sauron has some pretty fantastic statistics right now with Lord of the Gifts maxed out. He gains a lot of bonus stats from his equipment. I'm almost at 400 focus just sitting here hanging out with my cheese in the wind. So I should see some decent damage even though I'm not into the R3 tree. Here we go, guys. Here it goes. In 30 seconds, you're going to see the pain coming in hot and heavy. By the way, jump down to my description and join the Forge Discord. We've got about 5,500 players, a bunch of commander guides, and things like that, so check it out. In addition to that, we are launching a website pretty soon with a bunch of written commander guides, infographics, screenshots, and basically overall amazing things. So stay tuned for that website. It's going to be awesome and free and amazing. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here comes the boom. Was it a win? It was not a win. Sauron did not win. He did not come away with the victory there. We're going to post that, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at this report. Oh my goodness, Kirun for the win. Look at that damage output, guys. Not even kidding. Look at this, 283,000 damage. That is crazy. This Kirun build is insane, okay? The amount of damage that he puts out is fantastic with the R5 tree maxed out. Let's take a look at what happened, because this was more, I was expecting it to be a closer fight. I don't know if I expected to win or lose. Oh, Radagast is killing me. I don't know if I expected to win or lose, but I definitely... oh my god, and there goes Gorbag losing to Radagast Lurtz. Live on the video. Leia's going to have a healing build today. Holy smokes. All right, let's talk about this Kirun report. And then if I got time, I'll jump to the other one. Why not? So, check this out. All right, so overall commander damage, I only put out 42,600 damage output. Not as much as I would have liked. The unit damage-wise, absolutely abysmal. I don't know how I dealt so little damage with these units. That's crazy. This is a very low amount of damage with these units. This is, I mean, think about this. This is 50 per command, so it's basically like having 1,800 infantry, and they did 2,000 damage. So I must have got whooped on pretty quickly. So let's take a look. Oh, and then Kirun's damage. Primarily the halberdiers due to my double cavalry there. And then the champions coming in with some nice damage output as well. Let's check out the line by line. Let's look at the first 3 rounds. Poor Sauron got whoopied on, guys. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let's see why and what I can do better. Champions coming in hot and heavy because of their movement speed is absolutely enormous. Eviscerating my raiders, giving them minus damage dealt. Look at all these things that stacked up. The Raiders had challenge from the champions, minus 40%. Then I had hazard training from the chess, minus 20%. Then we triggered Iron Guard from the Easterling R0 tree for another minus 30%. So now we're at minus 90% damage received, guys. Minus 90% damage on my units, which makes sense. Because I should have hit for, 6,000 or 7,000. Now I'm hitting for 600. Okay? So this is the maximum damage reduction. You cannot reduce your damage by any more than 90%. That is the current working theory. Reduced damage dealt stacks differently than damage received. But cumulatively, at the end of the day, you cannot reduce the damage by more than 90%. Here we go. The Dragoons... Even though they're afflicted by madness, coming in hot and heavy. So did the champion not get madnessed? Did he get madnessed? The champion not get madnessed? He did not get madnessed. Okay. Dragoons coming in hot and heavy. They resisted madness as well. Poor Sauron. 70% chance to trigger madness, and nobody's getting madnessed. Reapers, 9,000 damage output there. Here comes Sauron with some damage. And then Kirun with a heal. Ram Riders reducing... So check this out. This is crazy. So the Ram Riders have reduced their damage by 20% from their base damage. They've also been reduced by an additional 30% damage due to their damage range being dropped to a minimum. So it doesn't stack the same as the 20% reduction. That's combined with the 30% from Iron Guard. My Ram Riders only dealt 4,400 damage. They didn't have any damage to put out. It's crazy. Here comes the Reapers with some half-decent damage, at least, with 5,400. Really not their strength until later in the fight. And finally, some good Madness procs. A double proc from Madness on the Halberdiers, guys. The Halberdiers did about 26,000 damage to my own units. Okay, here's the Champions with a double strike. Oh my god, the Raiders are going to get a double stack. Here we go. Another 40% reduction times 2. Only 500 damage output. It's crazy. Sauron with some decent damage. Nice job, Sauron. Hazard training still reducing damage on the Halberdiers. Kirun beset by Madness. Did he heal? Who did he heal? That's the question. He dealt some damage to the Dragoons. He reduced the Dragoons' stats by 20%. But I don't see the heal. Where does Kirun's heal go? Who did he heal? Did he heal me? I don't know who he healed. His heal must not have affected me. Ram Riders hitting finally for some little bit better damage there. But here's the Reapers. 30% reduced damage on the Dragoons. Guys, I'm getting whooped on. I mean, we're already halfway through this fight. Half my troops are dead. It's crazy. Crazy. I was asking for the Kirun heal, but he doesn't have that heal because I'm running the Easterling build. That's right. He has the sustain heal. So Kirun's ability to just reduce the base damage output of the enemy is absolutely astoundingly impressive. I'm really enjoying that. My Ram Riders and my Raiders are almost dead. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Going into round 4, folks. Champion still hitting hard. Sauron still kicking in the coffin here. He's not ready to go down yet. Oh my goodness. My poor units are just getting massacred right now. Oh my goodness. Halberdiers wiping out the Raiders. Oh, there's only 3,000 Reapers left. Let's see what kind of damage they can put out. The Champions, fortunately, hit the Ram Riders and the Raiders, so my Reapers will do full damage this round. If they can get their attack off, there's 2,896 Reapers. The Reapers have now had their damage reduced, but that's going to fall off. That doesn't stack round to round. Here's the Reapers with a full damage stack hitting for 10,300 damage. Not too bad. I mean, look, guys, that's the fight. I mean, how much more do you want to see? Between Kirun reducing the base damage by 20%, or the Champions reducing your end damage by 40%, because they're not max leveled. I should level them up, probably. Our challenge is only level 8. The amount of damage mitigation is absolutely insane. And the healing from his accessory is okay. It's not game-changing. I could swap this out, maybe get some more damage in there. I don't know. 11,000 healing, like I said, not terrible, not amazing. I could probably swap that out. So, room for improvement on the Sauron build, right? That's how we're watching this video, is to see what I could have done better on Sauron to make this a victory. So, first, running 2 stacks of cavalry in my army against 3,200 halberdiers, not the best decision. So, moving forward from this report, I would probably run Crushers, and I'd probably still run the Ram Riders just because of how strong they are with their damage reduction. But maybe I'd run 500 Ram Riders. Maybe I'd run 2,000 Crushers and closer to 4,000 or so Reapers. I would increase the number of Reapers, decrease the Ram Riders, swap out the Orc Raiders for some Crushers. That way they're not anti-cavalry mitigated. And overall, just... you know, I think the skills are what they are. The gear is what it is because this is the free-to-play Sauron. But I can change out the army composition and make it that much stronger for sure. Okay? So those are the room for improvements on Sauron, ladies and gents. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, check out the Forge Discord. Get ready for the Forge website. It's going to be amazing. I love you all a long time. Randy out.